Wanted to touch a little bit on the subject of accountability, and in terms of accountability, how sometimes we're not accountable to our own consciousness. And what I mean by that is that there's a battle that takes place between our conscious mind and our subconscious mind. That subconscious mind within ourselves is connected to our higher self. And that usually knows the right thing to do and the right thing to think about in terms of how to process things at a higher level. And we're always receiving this type of information as a download on what's really the correct thing to do. But when it comes to our personal lives and living on this earthly plane, we sometimes get caught up in the ego mind. And the ego mind doesn't really want to be defeated. It doesn't want to be wrong. It wants to be always in the right. And throughout our journey in this life, it's kind of like our responsibility, I feel, to check our ego and listen to that higher self, to our higher consciousness. You know, this comes in when something takes place and when we did something wrong. Our first reaction, if somebody holds us accountable, is to become defensive, is to put ourselves in a backpedaling mode of saying what the other person did wrong and how they did us wrong, or what role we didn't play in what took place. And I think when we hold ourselves accountable and we check ourselves and admit our wrongdoing in any type of situation or occasion, then what we do is we allow the ego to sleep. We allow the subconscious mind, our higher self, to come through. And by doing that, we become actually more at ease and less in conflict. Otherwise, that inner voice, that inner battle, is actually the inner voice within ourselves that comes in an outward manner with people. And then we take it out on the external world because we don't want to be wrong. So the next time you find yourselves being held accountable, including myself, it's important for us to surrender to our higher consciousness, to our higher self, and listen to that inner voice, and not go back and forth and badgering yourself to what's right or wrong. Sometimes we make mistakes, and sometimes it's just easy and it's more mature to admit and say, I did wrong, and let me learn from this and move on. So I hope you're able to find yourselves in a situation of where you're tested with accountability, and that you're able to try to use these words and see how you fare in that. All right, I hope you have a great day, and God bless.